Strange what's happening with with YouTube streaming because when I go live, it's showing as private with no chat box, and then I have to like refresh it, and then it'll come up as public and there's chat box. It's bizarre. Don't know why it's doing that, but just have to remember to refresh it. Um, I'll share the link after. I was going to share it on Facebook, but I'll share it after. It's a bit of a just an extra step that's not necessarily needed. I don't think. I'll share it after I've streamed. I'll share the link to Facebook. So yeah, there's the link for the Zoom. You're welcome to now join. Hope the audio is okay. You're welcome to now join the Zoom. I'll just unmute it and check after I've streamed. Yeah. Okay. So you're welcome to yeah, use the link in the chat box to join Zoomy Zoom. Zoomy. Yeah, so yeah, so welcome to the stream. Just for info reasons, I do this every Thursday at 5:30 and every Tuesday at 5:30 I do a private Zoom and I share the link in the community tab on my YouTube channel. So you can join any of those things. So I'll do the introduction and then you're welcome to ask questions. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'll just give it a minute and then I'll start the talk. So what the title is, oh, let me just see the title. Non-duality brings you back to yourself, Kelly. That's funny. My name changed back to Kelly as well. That's funny. Yeah. So non-duality literally brings you back to yourself, which is really beautiful. Yeah, that's really beautiful. Oh, admit. Just be aware, if you do join Zoom, you are live on YouTube, so you're welcome to keep your camera off if you don't want to be on YouTube, or have it on if you don't mind. But please do mute if you're going to be in the Zoom, and unmute to speak or ask questions. Yeah. So yeah, non-duality. Yeah, non-duality brings you back to yourself. That's such a bizarre thing to say, maybe in non-duality, because when you first hear about this subject, generally it's more like there isn't anyone, there's no person, this emptiness side of things, very empty, no, there's no one there, no, there's no person, no, it's very like that. It's very like that. So then to say non-duality brings you back to yourself can, I'm sure, sounds a bit what? What? What's she talking about? That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. She's lost it. She's lost the plot. Oh dear. Um, yeah, but that's the title, so that's the title. And that is the experience. It feels here very much like that. Um, yeah, non-duality is really surprising. I never had the idea it would do that. I didn't think it was about that. But yeah, that's the way it would be expressed here and is being expressed here. That non-duality brings you back to yourself. So let's talk about that more. So I don't really know what non-duality is, other than non-duality being this, non-duality being this fullness that is happening, this life that is happening. That to me is non-duality. This, what is happening, this is non-duality. So because what's being spoken about is this life happening, this fullness happening, it's very clear then, or it feels like that's what's being spoken about in non-duality. That this is what there is, this is all there is, this is what is actually oh, this is all there is, this is what's happening, this is life, this is what is longed for, this is all there is, this is non-duality, it's non-dual, non-separate. And so because that's what's being spoken about, this full-on raw life experience happening, then you can only be what is happening. So you can only be what's appearing. So rather than this idea of who you are in your head, in thought, this picture imagery of who you are, it's more this is who you are. What is, this is who you are. This is who you are. This natural, this immediate experience or reality, what is happening. This is who you are. This is what is. This is all there is. So rather than living in this time experience, this time-based reality of who you are in time, where you've come from, what's happened to you, where you're heading towards or working towards, where you want to reach. So rather than that, all these descriptions of you, there is this, there is what's happening. And what's happening can be descriptions and stories of things past and future. But it's happening now, it's happening freshly. It's happening. And this is what non-duality is. It's this collapsing in to this collapsing into this, it's collapsing of this abstraction going into time and a collapsing of that. And this is full, this is the experience, this is the actuality, this full-on life, this palpable, this 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 fullness, this empty fullness. And so this is the bringing back. It's not really bringing you back, but it's like it's coming back to this. No one's coming back. It's just this full on this. And you are this. You are this. There is no like separate you. There is no other you. There's just this. And this is what is. This is what is. This is what is. And this is what is. This is what is. This is what you are. And I'm saying you are, but I don't know how else to express that other than to say this is it. But it's like, yeah, this aliveness is what you are, what aliveness is. Yeah. So we when this when this dream's happening, it feels as if you are someone separate. So when I say you imagine this separate individual person, this like piece of something. but that's not who you are. That's not truth. There's no one in that. It's an idea. It's a construct, made up construct. It's not truth. This is truth. This is what's happening. So non-duality, like it's often when, at least I can say for me, getting into non-duality is like getting away from myself, getting away from getting away from life, getting away from this experience. But non-duality isn't getting out of anything. It really isn't about getting out of anything. It's like a disappearance of something, and then there's full in. It's full inness. It's full live, expressing, happening, being, appearing, living, pure life happening. And it seems to appear as if it's coming through someone, like it's coming through a human experience. And it's like it's animating a human experience. Like it's seeming to be animating this human experience, but it's everything. It's everything. That human experience is appearing in this as this. Like it's whole and includes this human experience. Whereas it felt like this human experience was like a separate thing. So there's life here, and then there's a human experience here, my experience here, my personal experience going through the world as separate from the world. Whereas that perspective isn't true, that you are someone separate moving through the world. It's not true. That appearance of someone separate moving through the world is actually a part of the world. It's a part of this. It's not carved out separate from this the way it tells itself it is, the way it feels itself to be. It's not true. And non-duality just points that out. It's not true. That separate experience that's being reported isn't true. It's true in the sense it's appearing, but it's not true in and of itself. Like it's true relatively, but it's not true. It is part of a whole. It's not separate. That's a lie. The separateness of that. There isn't separation. There isn't separateness. And so this aliveness is alive. It's alive, and it's appearing as all things, including seemingly a human. Appearing as a human experience. Mm. And so this is not about the human experiencing ending. In the death of the body, human experience will end in that particular form. But this is about this aliveness, this aliveness not being separate anymore, not being bundled up into separation, but being free. This aliveness, being free, being what it is. I don't know if that's wanted to be heard, because I just have this vague memory then of being unhappy and being depressed and not wanting to be alive, not wanting that aliveness. Like to get out of this experience. But only because it felt like it was a separate experience. Whereas aliveness is it's free, it's not any particular, it's not a person, it's aliveness, it's free, it's free. I was about to say sing a song then. Yeah. So this isn't a getting out and an avoidance or a getting out. It's a totally, it's totally in. No, it's not really in, but I'm messing around. It's like it's totally everything. It's totally unavoidable. It's totally everything. Totally everything. Yeah. Like it's nothing and everything. Nothing and everything. Yeah. Sorry. And as that appears, crazy human. Okay. Yeah, so you're welcome to ask anything. Um, yeah, you can use the Zoom link or the YouTube chat box. Well, the heating's not on. That's why I'm so cold. Well, I turned it up. Any questions? Child is Scooter is right next to the computer. Hey, hi Catherine. Someone has spoken. We have a question. I was just wondering how there's a symbol, a heart over the words. I can't never see how to remove that. Um, I was just wondering how you, is it just you? How you child, how your child or ch yeah, how your, I was just wondering how your child or children were. Oh, how they are. Yeah, they're obviously I'll say it on their behalf that they're from what I can see of them, they're very happy. Yeah, very happy. They're happy not being in school. They're happy following their interests. Yeah, they're happy, I would say. Yeah, they're largely happy. Um, yeah, largely happy. One has a fear, a bit of anxiety, that comes up from time to time. It comes up again. Um, but generally, they're yeah, very happy children. Yes, yeah. Well, I home educate them. Slight difference in homeschool and home educate, but yeah, I home educate them. Yeah, yeah. Lovely to hear. Hi, yeah, yeah, yeah. Admit.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
Hi, this is Mohammed.
Yeah, hi, hi. Hi, Mohammed. Oh, I thought you were going to say something. I thought you were going to say something then.
No, I was just saying hello. I just
Oh,
joined.
okay. Right. Hi. Sorry.
There is nothing to say.
Okay. I was reading Catherine's text and I got forward to you, and then it was just to say hi, and then okay. And I wondered why you changed your name, but obviously you might want this to remain private. No, I don't mind talking about it. Um, So I changed my name when I was 16. Um, and yeah, I did it on my 16th birthday on the day. Yeah. So that hammering sound. Um, so yeah, the main reason I changed my name, I suppose, was to create a new identity. Like I, many other people who stammer or have speech difficulties, find saying their name very difficult. So I found saying Ke Kelly quite difficult. And so me being quite a forward thinker, well, no, I'll change my name. So I changed it to Rebecca. And then yeah, a few years ago, I just felt it was felt natural to go back to my name and to, I don't know, just like I was uncovering uncovering myself, my story, and it just felt natural to, yeah, go back to my name and to, yeah, so that's what happened. Yeah. And that was it last year I did that? I think so, last year or the year before. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful story. I never noticed any speech impediments. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. I've always struggled with language and speaking and yeah. And so it's kind of inappropriate that I speak about stuff on the internet. But hey. There was just this drive to be authentic, like to just like be authentic and to um like let let this be what it is, like let this be as it is, and not to be like manipulating it and getting involved and trying to protect myself and all these kinds of things we feel is necessary. Um, so yeah. I think as well having children, like there was that also that reason to also um like embrace whatever this human is, character is, this conditioned human is, because they have to embrace what they are, and as a parent you want your children to be accepting of who they are. So if you're not yourself, then it's kind of hard to say, it's okay to be what you are. Sorry. Um it's okay, this is okay. whatever is appearing, whatever this is, whatever this human is appearing as, it's okay. That doesn't mean that you can't change things or try to work on things and improve things. So my children have been to speech therapy for their speech difficulties, and we've tried to do certain things, which is helpful. But at the end of the day, this is as it is, and it's just this total embracing of it, this total like love of this. Like this isn't wrong, or this isn't personal. It's totally impersonal, and it's if allowed to be as it is, it's as it is. Like it's not a problem. Like yeah. Uh, I hear quite a few speakers that there is such a love talking about this. I hear quite a few speakers that there is such a love talking about this. Yeah, it's so beautiful talking about this because you are talking about love. You're talking about unconditional love. So yeah, it is beautiful. And what's beautiful is that it's all there is. Like it's available, it's here, it's this. It's free. It isn't dependent upon anything. And non-duality is that, it's love. But when you hear speakers speak about it from that place, it's just beautiful. So beautiful. Um, um, Hirut, can you talk about your experience with non-duality and integration with the three dimensions after realization? Wow, three dimensions. Oh, I'm not sure what they are. You have to say what they are. Uh, talk about. I hear it takes time for the integration to fully happen. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. Non-duality and integration. So integration to me, the way that I now see that integration is the fullness. I see it as the fullness part, the integration, like the love and the fullness part, the everything part. And that does seem to say, I would say it does take time. I would put it into time in the sense that this process seems to happen, or the folding, this deepening seems to happen seemingly in time. Um, it's like you so like the way it's coming up now is like so with the emptiness part, so in that sense you lose everything, this total emptying out, you lose everything. And then in this fullness part, this fullness part, you still lose everything. Sorry, I'm trying to feel it out. Okay, you still lose that loss of everything is still there, but it's full at the same time. So it's like So it's like so yeah, there's the empty. Sorry, I find it funny. I find it funny because I'm very pictorial. I have to like picture and create kind of a picture about things. I can't. I find words a bit tricky. So I've got to find words to match the feeling and the picture. So yeah, I was teasing it out. So the fullness part, like the emptiness, is still empty, but it's like everything is there. So it's so, so it's empty, but like everything is there. Because before with the empties, everything's gone, 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 nothing, nothing, nothing. But with the fullness part, it's empty, it's fully empty now. But now there's like everything's there, but it's empty. It's yeah, so I would call that the integration part, or the I prefer the fullness part, the everything part. Like so so there's like life happening, full life happening, emotions, thoughts, situations, feelings, stuff's happening, and it's this like living. So living's happening. Living happening, but now it's empty, but it's full on, it's full. And so you could say they're kind of learning to live, but it's yeah, it's experiencing it differently. Yeah, yeah. I can't say more at the moment. Yeah, that's kind of what's coming up, but yeah. I'm not sure what the three dimensions are, what you mean by that. So if you want to explain what that is, I can maybe thank you. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm still trying to tease that out into language and words. Hence I'm writing another book. I'm trying to like tease it out to be able to explain and describe it. Um, yeah. Hi.
I don't know how much you've got left, running for an hour. Yes, it's just probably you've been asked many times before, but when this the sort of the loss of Kelly appear in the story, how did that come about in the story in the time? you know. Were you following some gurus and then or what was if the story that there seems to be a path, there seems to be time and all that, so I just wondered how it all came about, and I'm sorry if you've probably been asked so many times. And
Yeah. So you're asking how the
yes, how it came about, or when, or
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
the loss, the loss of.
yeah, yeah. Yes, it's a common question, but also when you ask, it's like, oh, fresh a fresh ask, and
Yes.
so I have to see what the response is.
Yes, yes. It's funny, isn't it? It doesn't come automatically. It's like you have to retrieve. No, it's not retrieving a memory. It's whatever comes up, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have a memory, so I have to then
Yes,
see what the response is and what that feeling is, what the words are.
yes, yes.
Can you ask it again now? Because we've spoken since, so it's gone. What was the
Yes.
last one?
So how long ago Kelly or Rebecca, the idea that there was someone living life
Yeah.
dropped? Because that's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. When did it drop? Yeah, I don't know when I can't give you the day, a month, a year when it dropped. But I can say um I can say that um I can say that there's that a change seemed to happen. Um, um, but I can't really say what that change is other than everything is just happening. And I don't know when that started. It was just always been what's happening. Because it's a drop of something, you can't really, it's difficult to, you can't say anything because it's not there anymore. So you can't really,
Yes.
yeah, it's difficult.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I actually quite like the fullness of the answer,
Yeah.
which was quite a lot of silence, and that's as much the answer
Oh, okay.
as
Yeah.
words.
Yeah.
It's just completely full,
Yeah.
like immediate and just silent and silence and words.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just like saying when did the life start happening? Like I don't, you can't. How?
Yeah.
I think for some speakers it is more like a drastic stop, and then, but I think for other speakers, it's like it's happening, it's happening, but there's no like
Noticing.
it's yeah, like it's so what I was trying to say before, what I was trying to wanted to say was I can recognize that or recall that over the past I don't know how many years, I don't know, a few years, let's say, there's been like a change happening. That definitely feels like very true. It's been a change happening over the past few years around embodiment, or around words like, yeah, embodiment, or how to like function, and like like a rediscovering of who I am, like who the human is, like a rediscovery of that, and then allowing of that to flow. And yeah, yeah, like an authenticity flowing more. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you. It's kind of interesting or funny. It wouldn't matter what is talked about, because it's not in the words themselves. Even you talking about this recalling of what it was like, it's like something's heard, and other than facts.
Yeah.
It's not the data or the facts, or it is as well, but it's something or nothing, I don't know.
It's beyond the intellect, it's beyond the mental understanding or the
yes
yeah.
Yes. Well, I don't know if someone else wants to talk, by the way, or there's questions. So sometimes there's still the belief that, when frustration is there, it's because I'm not there yet. Taking it as, that the frustration belongs to the me. So, and yet it's like not heard in a way, that there's already no me. So it can't be possible that the frustration is caused by the me, because if there's already, but there's also, it seemed that sometimes that it's just, it doesn't belong to logic or understanding or comprehension. And so that's seen sometimes.
Because non-duality can become like a belief or a teaching, and you think that, oh, this is the rule, and this, it must be this, and this is this, and that's not true either. Non-duality isn't true as a teaching or as a like idea. That isn't true. So it really,
because it's so in your face.
Immediate.
Immediate. But it's almost, I don't know. That's another story. I was going to say the programming, the mind is being programmed to learn, to study, and to say, oh, you're doing it, well done, you. You learn that from childhood, you learn to walk. Animals walk naturally and humans walk naturally. There's nobody there in the first place who's doing it. But it's like calculating and interpreting. It's automatically, and it's this as well in a way. It's this as well.
Like it learns information, and then it tries to fit experience into that the information, and tries to like manage it like that, and it's
yes. I think sometimes, well, it is like that in a way. When watching years of YouTube or speakers, you start learning the language, but it's not that, but it's that as well. But again, that can be, and I don't know anymore.
It's useful to have the language, and the learning of it. It's useful to have that, but then that must get broken through and seen through, because that isn't true. So it's really beautiful how deep this goes. You have to like it destroys everything.
Yes. That's why I find that saying something, however it felt, it might not fit, blah blah blah, because then the response is what is also needed to break these false ideas or concepts or whatever. I don't know.
Sorry, I lost part of that. Sorry.
Yes, sorry.
Distracted. Sorry, I get a bit distracted sometimes. Yeah.
high five on that.
Yeah. And rather than try and go, oh yes, I'll try and just say, well, I lost you.
Yes, and well, I can't remember anyway. The laughter is worth a lot more.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I was saying I like to speak, because then the response I get can break down still this mental dream, or the dream or the illusion,
Yeah.
when it is shared.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like at the same time, what I say, it's like, does this mean anything? But that's another thought that answers that thought.
Yeah, round and round. Yeah.
Round.
And then right here, there's nothing that's moved or gone around. It's this perfect stillness that can't go anywhere or move anywhere.
Despite all the thinking and feeling, that there is a sense that that's home.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. It just feels like, that's resonating or resonance, because that must be there all the time, or so blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I feel like there can be like a resistance as well. At least here, I felt like there's a resistance to the movements, to the activity, or to that as well. Like you can like rest in that emptiness, and it can be nice as well. But then like there must be the resisting to the craziness of this, like the chaos, the activity, the movement, the everything.
Yes. I would say I just like sitting at home, and I could be sitting at home all day, but still watching YouTube rather than going out, and because I do like this quietness and stillness in a way. I don't know if that's what you were saying or not.
I'm not sure what you were saying, but I think I was saying that this stillness is the movement. The stillness is the chaos. The stillness is everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like love. That's all I can
Oh
say.
yeah. Oh sorry. Someone just came.
No,
Earlier.
no, I
You
say that.
in the chat.
Oh,
Catherine,
sorry.
it was just about I've lost it now. It was something about
No.
sorry, I'm just something about since realization things have happened over the past year or something. And there was lots of things that came up that I didn't know were there. So that's also what's happened in the past year or 2, 3 years. A lot of things came up that I wasn't aware of. So a lot of beliefs that were there that I had no idea were there. Things that I obviously identified with and held on to on some level, but I was not aware they were so deeply buried or unconscious. That was really like, wow. As stuff comes up, it's like, oh my God, that happens a lot. Yeah, that was really interesting. Yeah. It just came to mind then. Oh yes. Yeah.
Is that from a comment on YouTube?
I think somebody asked
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Anyway, I'll mute myself because I love listening to.
Oh no, thank you for speaking.
No, thank you.
Nice to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no more questions anyway in the chat, so maybe that is all. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I've really enjoyed sharing on the stream and yeah, discussing this subject. Thank you for sharing as well, Catherine, on Zoom and the
Yes,
questions.
thank you. I missed your the one you did another one this on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's only when I got home, like at 7 p.m., and I realized, oh no, I missed it.
Oh, that's
It's
okay.
just amazing how there's no memory, it's unless you write things down.
Yeah, that's okay.
But it was beautiful. I'll quickly say, I think you were one of the first two people that I listened to after I listened to Tony Parsons. One the first Ella Sophia May.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she still does.
I'm not sure actually. No, I don't know.
No. But yes, you're.
Oh, thank you, Catherine. Thank you for
Okay.
coming in as well.
Thank you.
Thank you for in the chat for the questions as well.